Hey everybody, it's the T-Rock100 and welcome back to more of Pokemon FireRed and LeafGreen. Last time, we went through the rest of Route 4, we entered Mount Moon, and we got ripped off of getting ourselves a worthless fish. But we've also been encountering Team Rocket Grunts in here as of late. So what do you say we try to keep going and see if we can try to thwart their plans a little bit more? And hopefully this time around, you should be getting through the rest of this particular dungeon and see what kind of trouble we can get ourselves into later on down the road. That we actually have a couple of Pokemon that are on the verge of evolving pretty soon. In fact, we might even see at least one of them evolve next. Ah, yes. Raise your defense when Ember only does special. Nope. Oh yeah, Inferno is definitely going to be the first to evolve. So let's just do this. There we go. Actually, you know what? Now that I'm thinking about it. Yeah, I think it's on this particular floor where we might we'll have a better chance of finding Clefairy. On the other floors, there are 1% encounter rate. The very bottom floor, that's sort of for when they're going to be at their a little bit less rare, at like 6% or something like that. Really? You're kidding me, right, on this? Inferno's a level 16! Aw, yeah! Yeah, we'll go for Butterfree. Go for Confusion. I'm somehow faster than you. Hey, Confusion! I'll take it. But will you hit yourself, though? Nope. A measly 1 hit HP of damage. Wank, wank, wank. Butterfree's almost about to level up. Here we go! Our next evolution has begun! Inferno evolved into Charmeleon. Alright. We're off. Why not? We'll take care of this Mies and at least Zubats along the way. Shut up, you. There he goes. Jay's at level 15. I believe... Yes! Moonstone! Hey, stop! I found the fossils. They're both mine! This guy does realize that we were just passing by, right? So, Miguel right here. Ooh. Wow. You have a new one. A Grimer. Zippity-doo-dah. We'll try double kick. Okay. Yep. This calls time for the big gun. Oh god, poison gas, that would have been bad. There we go. Grimer's down. Butterfree's at level 13. Gonna learn poison powder. Okay. Yeah. Goodbye, Harden. And I think. No. Okay. Okay. I think we got another new one. Inferno, get out there. Ember on you, because I'm not taking any chances with that. Ooh, wow, critical hit. Coffee! Sure. Cough is more of a defensive wall. It should not stand a chance against a Psychic. Or, against this case, Confusion. Uh-oh. And there it is. Looks like Butterfree ain't gonna be the first to bite in the dust in this. Probably before we even get out of this dungeon. Okay, I'll share. We stick a fossil. No being greedy. So, we have right here 2 separate fossils for us to pick. We have the Dome Fossil, and we have the Helix Fossil. We'll be talking more about what these Pokemon will become later, but I think for this case, I will go for the Helix Fossil. Far away on Cinnabar Island, there's a Pokemon lab. They do research on regenerating fossils. Oh wow, that's actually really kind of funny. So yeah, we were on the bottom floor where we were at. These guys! A punch of ruin velocity, packed with destructive power. When the chips are down, Mega Punch is the ultimate attack. You agree, yes? Now, let me teach it to your Pokemon. Only learn once. Only Making Inferno can learn it. Maybe we'll check in with these guys a little bit later. A kick is a brutal ferocity, packed with destructive power. When you get right down to it, Mega Kick is the ultimate attack. Would you agree? Okay, I'll teach it to your Pokemon. And again, these two can only learn it. We'll be checking back in with these guys a little bit later, though. Is there anything amongst these flowers? I know that sometimes they usually hide stuff around here. Anything amongst in the walls? Nope. Okay. Team of 5 roar. I'll let you hear me roar. Alright. So, going down these ledges, you will not have any chances of coming back up here for quite a while. When you are ready, hop down. The only thing we can do now is just continue onward. Route 4 has 2 new Pokemon. In fact, here's one of them right now. They're sadly very under-leveled, though. So what do you say we go ahead and talk about this real quick? And both of these Pokemon are our very first version exclusives. First up, Ekans. It is only hit found in FireRed, not in LeafGreen. So that's a little bit of a disappointment here for that. Ekans is okay, I guess. That's one of your generic poison types. If you want one, I would definitely recommend Intimidate over Shedskin. But if you want to be technical and especially for double battles, Shedskin's a good choice and to go for as well. In fact, Intimidate's probably the best one to go for in either case. Unfortunately, a lot of his best moves don't come until very late. And even if you do manage to get it up to those high levels, you're not going to be seeing any good use for it for long term. And actually, I gotta think about this one's actually kind of high level. When it evolves into Arbok at level 22, again, becomes your generic head poison type. It's decent, it's fast. The only real big thing to really be careful with is that it's not really winning any awards for being one of the absolute best poison types out there. In fact, if you haven't picked Bulbasaur, you've already gotten a pretty good choice to go with as it is. In fact, even into the Nidorans that you picked up were gonna be better options. That's not to say that it's useless. I'm just saying that it's hard to raise. And sadly, Poison Fang and Poison Tail do not exist in this game. So you're gonna be at a major disadvantage if you don't know how to use this properly. But if you want to use it, good luck. Next up is Sandshrew, only found in LeafGreen. Sandshrew is a defensive Pokemon with decent offensive capabilities. The only real thing I want to quickly say right off the bat is it's gonna be slow for a very long time. In fact, it being slow might actually do some good. Kind of. One of the things that I really like about Sandshrew is that even though that is slow like most of the ground types, it actually holds a bit of a unique purpose and that you'll potentially use later on. Especially when you go for things that are like HM users, or just basically any way they can help you get out of dungeons faster. Level 22 is when it evolves into Sandslash, which becomes actually a pretty nice offensive wall. And of course, don't give this thing that has anything to do with that with special offense, especially since that they're not going to do anything good in the process. It will eventually learn Earthquake. It will eventually know some very good moves like Dig. If you are determined, great choice. Just remember, it's got a handful of weaknesses and that you're sadly not going to be able to get around that easily, though. Here goes the Rattata. I guess if I can try to get Jade to level up one last time before we go into our next location. In fact, if you were watching, I actually wanted to pick up a Spearow. I actually meant to do this from earlier, but unfortunately I kind of forgot to do it from an earlier route. But it's okay. There is actually something that is pretty important for you if you wanted to catch a Spearow. Okay, I kind of exaggerate. It's not really that important, but it's for a Pokedex and completion run. In fact, if I could run into another Spearow, that'd be great. I said I want to run into an empty Spearow. Well, luckily for us, Jade will level up on this, so it won't matter that much. That's good. Jade evolved into Nidorina. Alright. I really want to see if I can try to find a Spearow so I can catch it. Oh my god! How rare are Spearows out here on Route 4? They cannot be that rare. Freaking finally! Go for a Fury attack. And we're gonna miss. Get a Leer at us. Making us a little bit more fragile, I guess. You know what? Let's be ballsy. Let's give it a try. Probably not gonna catch it this run, but we'll see. I should learn to just stop talking throughout all this. Alright. Objective complete. Welcome everyone to Cerulean City. Our next set of location. Have you heard about Bill? Everyone calls him a Pokemaniac. People are just jealous of Bill, though. Who wouldn't want to boast about their Pokemon? Yeah. No. So these guys are kind of talking a little bit more about Bill. Mysterious blue aura surrounds. Huh. It's hilarious because it's not a slack author or a locate. Too much time, too little to do. Nothing entertaining happening anywhere. Kind of reminds me of that one NPC here from Ruby, Sapphire, and Emerald when he got mad at us right in front of the TV. Like, dude. Alright. Okay, do I have anything to sell that may be worth it? I do have the star piece in that's good for selling. I am not selling that. I have no reason to sell rare candies. Maybe I'll save that for a rainy day. Grass and Cave Hanner needs a bike shop. You're making an encyclopedia of Pokemon? That sounds amusing. If that Slowbro wasn't there, you could cut down that small tree. That way you can get into the other side. There's a way around it, though. More skilled trainers can collect Pokemon badges. So you have at least one. Those badges have amazing secrets, did you know? So yes, this guy will tell you a little bit more of a secret for what the other gym leaders won't tell you about. The attack set of your Pokemon increases a little bit. As you use Flash outside of battle. Cascade may let Pokemon with a little 30 obey you. It allows you to use Cut. The speed of our Pokemon. It also use Fly. Up to level 50 from Whip if you have the Rainbow Badge. Let's do Strength. The Soul Badge of our defense stats will go up and allows you to use Surf. Oop. I wasn't not done talking to you. Next one, I believe it was the Marsh Badge. Up to level 70. And also use Rock Smash. The Volcano Badge, the special attack and special defense stat of our Pokemon will go up. Let's use Waterfall. And the last one, all Pokemon will obey us. Kind of a little side hit thing that, in case you didn't know. For the rare candy, yeah! kind of look around a little bit. A concoction of a variety of medicine from berry powder. Using good berry powder, I can make any kind of medicine. Now tell me, have you any interest in berries? Yeah, a little bit. Ah, good for you. Then I have just the thing. The powder jar. There's something new on the second floor of the Pokemon Centers, at the direct corner. They installed a wireless adapter machine for crushing berries. This is where you come in. I have a favor to ask, one that I can entrust only to you. Could you make a berry powder for me using that machine? Don't forget, the machine is at the direct corner of the Pokemon Centers. I'll concoct medicine for you if you bring me some berry powder. Don't forget, crush berries into berry powder and bring it to me. Can we even do anything with this? I know that wireless and connections and this is all but finished. And unfortunately, this requires us to save. Oh, right. It's different. We need to have friends for this. Attendant. Is there something you need to... On this, on the top floor, there are two rooms. First, the room in the Union Room, where you're gonna go trainers around, so you're gonna also enter the Union Room. You can chat, battle, and trade. Trade or battle Pokemon with your friends in this room, but you may not be able to find your friends in the Union Room or the direct corner. In that case, please move closer to your friends. So this is basically telling us, if you have any ways of doing this with wireless connections, then you'll be just fine. But unfortunately, I do not have that. I play alone. So we can't exactly fulfill this person's wishes, though. People here were robbed, so the Team Rocket's behind the most heinous crime. Even our police forces have trouble with the Rockets. Sounds like a personal problem. Before we go any further up, who do I want to start off with in this? Pokemon are kind of at a bit of a disadvantage at the moment. Kind of. So I'm probably thinking maybe we'll start with... Yeah, we'll do this. Yo, D-Rock! You're still struggling along back here? You're doing great. I caught a bunch of strong and smart Pokemon. Here, let me see what you caught, D-Rock. We have a third battle with our rival, Blue! His first Pokemon, Pidgeotto, level 17, normal flying type, Keen Eye for the ability, with Tackle, Gust, Sand Attack, and Quick Attack. I can already tell this is going to be an interesting one. Not even a burn. But that's okay. Inferno's at level 17. I'll take it. Only going straight into your starter Pokemon. Good. Let's do this. His starter Pokemon, Squirtle, a level 18, pure water type, Torn for the ability. Tackle, Tail Whip, Withdraw, and Water Gun. If you haven't chosen a Bulbasaur, it would have been a Charmander, level 18, pure fire head type with Blaze for the ability. Scratch, Ground, Ember, Metal Claw. If you had chosen Squirtle, it would have been a Bulbasaur, level 18, Grass Poison type, Overgrowth for the ability. Sleep Powder, Poison Powder, Vine Whip, Leech Seed. What I'm hoping to go for is to try to poison this Pokemon, so it'll be a little bit easier for it. Yes! There we go! on! There we freaking go! You only hit me twice. Dude, what game are you playing? You like barely do. B-drill! You made up for it big time with that. Good B-drill. You know what? I'm gonna be insult to injure this guy because Abra, level 16, pure psychic type, synchronized for the ability, with his only move being teleport. That is it. And the best part is, it's a glass cannon. Teleport, it's its only move. This is basically a free win here for B-drill. It'll be astonishing if it actually learns a pretty good bug type move just from winning against Abra just by doing this. Nice. Alright, let's see. Didn't think so. Alright, now. His last Pokemon. Rattata, level 15, pure normal type, guts for the ability. Tackle, tail whip, and quick attack. How are you faster than Jade? You didn't even use quick attack. Does not matter. Pointless critical hit. Hey, take it easy. You won already. Dude, you challenged me, and I have, like, more Pokemon than you. Hey, guess what? I went to Bill's and got him to show me his rare Pokemon. That added a lot of pages to my Pokedex. After all, Bill's world famous as our Pokemaniac. He invented the Pokemon storage system on PC, too. Since you're using his system, you should go thank him. Well, I better get rolling. Smell you later. Oh, yeah, right. Sorry for you. No, really, you're always plotting behind me. So here, I'll give you a little present as a favor. Fame checker. Chatty gossip like you? That thing's perfect. I don't need it because I don't really give a hoot about others. Alright, this time I really am gone. Smell ya. The dude's a bit of a bitch. The president needs you to recall what you've heard and seen about famous people. Interesting on how these fame checkers work. Is it really that important? Not really. But I guess it kind of gives you a little bit of a gossip when it comes to their lives, I guess. Alright. Kind of going up here. Mix things up a little bit. People call this the Nugget Bridge. Beat on Sunfire trainers and win a fabulous prize. Think you got what it takes? I think we got a time hitter for some of these fights. Bug catcher Kale. Cal? There that goes. You got a Weedle. Metapod, and I'm assuming your other Pokemon's gonna be a Kakuna. We'll cover the Pokemon that you can find up in here a little bit later, mainly because in that I just want to get through this bridge and then we'll finish up from here. Actually, you know what? Okay, yeah, we got a little bit to deal with, so I'll take care of the bios for the next episode. Also because in that we got a lot to cover. At least dealing these guys is gonna be next to no problem. Good stuff. And this music may sound a little familiar to some of you. The intro headed to the game. And if you're going to progress it any further, this is required. Oh, come on! Oh, come on! Thank you! Bit of a new one. Got an Oddish right here. I like that. I don't like that. And yes, a measly 1 HP is for what you got out of me. Alright. Gonna learn Stun Spore. Nah. We'll be fine. And you have another new one. We'll be talking about that one at a later time. Bellsprout. Using your special attack. Pidgey's at level 15. You're definitely getting up there, buddy. I mean, it's not like you're practically announcing your Pokemon that are coming out or something. Not much further now. Roughly halfway there. Sand Shrew. I can try to poison his Sand Shrew. Yes! Yes. Of frickin' course. Okay, I'll take that. Yay! right? You can definitely use that all you want, but that's not gonna help you, buddy. Well, at least then that we have a good laugh out of it. Where's it going? Stomped flat. What do you mean rolled flat? Number 4, getting tired. Me physically, a bit. In the game, not even close. Okay, that's actually pretty funny. Alright. I know how this works. Okay, maybe not. Man, you guys are dumb. And also, how is that not a Nidorino? Could have done more damage with that. You'll definitely survive these a lot better than your male counterparts. There that goes. Alright. Here's numero 5. Yikes. Well, this calls for the big gun. Yes, yes, yes. All right. There we go. Beatrice at level 14. Alright. Congratulations, you beat our 5 contest trainers. You just earned a fabulous prize. We received a nugget. By the way, how would you like to join Team Rocket? We're a group of professional criminals specializing in Pokemon. Want to join? No. Are you sure? Yes. Come on, join us. No. I'm telling you to join. Now. Okay, you need convincing. Bite me. I'll make you an offer you can't refuse. Eat my dick. A rocket grunt in disguise. I think we haven't seen that one coming. Might as well play it even. Alright. Hopefully we can get through this as quick as we can. Especially since that we're running a little bit low on time, but it'll be fine. Oh. Critical! Fine. We'll fight fire with fire. Or in this case, poison with poison. They knew it was coming. I don't remember if that's our first indication of a burn. There we go. Ah, you are good. With your abilities, you could become a top leader on Team Rocket. Come on, think of the opportunity. Don't just change you who go to waste. Ah, screw you. But, speaking of such, I think it's about time that we go ahead and we end things off right around here. We made some pretty good progress, so that we managed to get through the rest of Mountain Moon. We got into Cerulean City. We took care of the Nugget Bridge. Yeah, we made some pretty good progress. Next time on Pokemon and FireRed and LeafGreen, we head further north on Route 24 and see what we can find up there. See you guys then.